Once again, we are here on your talk show, Akuda. We looked at love. We started with love. We are still on love. But there's this controversy around jealousy. I've had lots of questions around that. Apostle here said a lot. He brought up the controversies himself. Today we are here to look at jealousy in relationships. Are you right to be jealous? Do you have that right? Let's wait and then let's see what today he'll bring again. Maybe it will be another controversy. We'll still go on. Apostle, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Apostle, you've brought a lot of confusion on my platform concerning what you said about jealousy. Apostle, when we talk about jealousy, what is jealousy?
Well, thank you for having me yet again. Well, jealousy, you see, it's a feeling of unhappiness, a feeling of anger, a feeling of anxiety. That feeling which comes about because one suspects unfaithfulness from the partner, from the spouse that is dating, in love with, married, and the likes. So, in a nutshell, jealousy is that feeling where an individual who is in love with another feels unhappy, feels the anxiety, feels angry that the partner is cheating, is about to cheat, wants to cheat, and what have you. That is what it is basically. And it is that which we express at a point in one's relationship where he or she sees something that he doesn't like. A feeling of not wanting to share that which you hold dear, basically.
But Apostle, you said a lot when we started this love thing. So why the cause of jealousy in a relationship?
Well, people tend to jealous because of a few issues here and there. Basically, where there is the sensing of your spouse, your loved one, going beyond certain lines, crossing certain borders, where you feel, you assume, you think that you are seeing traces which presupposes that he wants to be unfaithful, he wants to flirt around, he wants to cheat. That is what brings about this jealousy thing, which I have been against from day one. Unfortunately, many people would choose to be jealous because they feel it is their right to be jealous because their spouse, their loved one is trying to flirt around, their loved one is cheating or is about to cheat, and it's a no-no, so they begin to feel jealous and the likes. For me, it is unfortunate.
But is he or she not right to protect what he or she holds dear?
Have you seen anybody going to get padlock to say, I am protecting my husband, I'm protecting my wife?
That is another topic.
Which one is protecting? Which one is protecting what you hold dear? You see, let us not live a lie in this real world. You think jealousy protects? Jealousy doesn't protect.
There's a whole lot of controversy around this jealousy.
Fine.
People think jealousy protects.
Jealousy doesn't. It's an error for them to think that way. There is nowhere where one can say jealousy protects. Jealousy doesn't protect. Jealousy rather pushes away that which you hold there. It pushes the individual to the very thing you don't want to happen. Jealousy will push that fellow into it. I'm telling you. Ask those who have the experiences and they will tell you.
So going on, would jealousy ever be healthy in a relationship?
Oh, obviously not. You see the speed with which I answer the questions you ask, because it is straightforward. Jealousy can never bring good thing in a relationship. Never. Jealousy cannot promote a healthy relationship. Never. I said never. It won't. See, love doesn't promote fear. In fact, perfect love casts away all fear. And where there is no fear, there is no doubt. When you begin to allow jealousy to breed itself, to grow in a relationship, what you are bringing about is doubt and fear. Immediately that begins to set in. I'm sorry, you have gotten it all wrong from that very moment. Jealousy does not promote any healthy relationship. It rather destroys healthy relationships.
Perfect love casts out all fears. But here is the case: your significant other is is projecting that.
Projecting what?
Yes, a lot of people instill jealousy, like they make you feel what you
No,
have.
nobody makes you feel jealous. You choose to be jealous. Nobody makes you feel jealous. It's a choice. Anger is a choice. You choose to be angry. Sadness is a choice. You choose to be sad. Because the very thing that makes you sad, another person will go through it, or even a worse one, and it's okay, it's calm. Yes, of course. So it's a choice. You decide to want to be jealous. Yes. It's your choice. Because the very thing that you are promoting or saying you are jealous about, somebody is going through, you only smile, turn away his or her eye, and move on the line. So it's a choice.
Yes, it's a choice. Apostle, this is a relationship you've prayed about, you've yearned for, and then all of a sudden you see somebody intruding. You see somebody becoming a threat. And you are saying the person is not right to be jealous.
No, which?
Some keep quiet, like the example you just gave. Someone will keep quiet, and the person will be hurting inside, and that also breeds a lot of problems.
Many things go on in a relationship. There are many. If we want to go into it one after the other, considering things that happen, listen, right from the word go, the two that came together, did they come together because of love or because of interest? Did they come together because of love or because of sympathy? Did they come together because of love or something else?
Do people come together because of sympathy?
Oh, yes, of course.
Wow.
Oh, people do. People have varied reasons for which they claim they are in love. It is not love.
Then this thing that we are saying, how can one know that this guy that is coming, this girl that is coming, is not coming because of
I think the other day you raised it that you want to have a whole discussion on it, and I'm ready anytime, But you see, all these things come to play when you want to look at people's actions, reactions, and inactions, as it were. Therefore, there are lots of things one will want to consider when you look at some of these things. Peradventure, let me say this, that you'll find yourself in a relationship where possibly you are in love, but your partner didn't come together with you because of love. It may be because of sympathy, it may be because of interest, it may be because he or she wants to satisfy possibly the parents. Therefore, whilst you two are together, her heart may be looking elsewhere to find love. Now, some of these things will come in. You will not know. Somebody may come into your life, dating you, marrying you, not because of love, but lust. L-U-S-T, but lust. Now, all this come to play. Then you want to be jealous over what? You need to go to the core and understand whether it is true love, genuine love, pure love, as we want to say. If it is not, some of these things may be happening where you think you are being provoked to be jealous, for which you want to protect what you hold dear and what have you. I'm sorry, that is not what it is. See, when you have true love, you have no place for jealousy. When you have true love within you, when you have love for your spouse, for your partner, listen, don't give room for jealousy. I don't get it. There is no place you are told from the place where we learn what love truly is that jealousy is part of it. Nowhere. So why must it be so in the first place? Nowhere.
My next question, I think, comes again. Why must we get jealous? Why do we get jealous in relationships?
Akuda, we get jealous in relationship because of a mindset, because of that wrong understanding of what love is. I mean, it is unfortunate as it is, but that is the reality. The understanding we have, the training we had, and those possibly who mentored us are one of the reasons, or is one of the reasons why some of these things happen like that. Number two, certain people, by their nature and that should I say expectation, understanding, just do not want to have that place in their mind where they will let go. For them, it's a big deal. It's a big deal. Therefore, it becomes a problem. But it shouldn't be. When you want to go into love, you need to understand what love is. When you want to enter into an amorous or a romantic relationship, you need to understand what love is. And for you to apply love, you need to be wise in doing so and have that understanding at the back of your mind and let it be in your heart that jealousy has no place in love. It has no place. No, it has no place. But because we have that understanding, upbringing, mentorship, and for that matter, experiences, we begin to. Now, another point. Many people end up being jealous because at a point in time, they were told to be. Because if you are not, that is not what they brought. But somewhere along the line, that is what somebody told them you need to. Sometimes it is the very spouse they are dating that makes them to begin to jealous by telling them. I've heard a woman say before that as for my guy, if you are not jealous, then you don't truly love me. I just felt pity for the woman. I just felt pity. Very unfortunate. Where did you learn that from? Then such a person can never be my wife, my spouse. It's not possible because I don't have time. I don't have time. And many people too, by experience, as a result of various relationships they found themselves in, and because it didn't go well, it didn't end well, the kind of things that happen, they draw the conclusion that they maybe in wanting to protect that which I hold dear, let me begin to act jealous. It's unfortunate. You don't act jealous to protect. You act jealous and you end up destroying. That is what brings about this jealousy thing and the rest like that. And let me add this before I make you answer the next question if possible. You see, some people are attracted into it, though they don't want to. Sometimes the spouse, the partner, had gone flirting, and because the lady in question or the gentleman in question, by means of what they have heard about you, the one in the soup, they begin to act in a way that provokes you. And through the provocation, you begin to act jealous, which shouldn't be. I feel jealousy is a defect in relationship. Jealousy is a defect in love. It's like a disease. It's like a virus, like a bacteria that affects love. I'm telling you.
So would you say it has something to do with medical? Is it medical?
No,
or is it spiritual?
It's emotional. Let's not bring these spiritual things. See, it may be sequel. Well, it may be a weakness. It may be a
but
weakness.
Not a medical defect.
Oh, please.
Then you need to see a psychologist or a psychiatrist.
That may not be medical. It may be emotional. Emotional. You just need some counseling.
Anyway, maybe the science students will teach us this because most of the things.
Well, if it is medical, fine. For me, I know it is a defect. When it comes to love issues, jealousy is a defect. It's a bacteria.
So how can
which medicine are you going? If it is medical, which medicine are you going to use? Aspirin or
unless the doctors tell us.
Aspirin or Code or they are yet to please. It's an emotional thing.
Was this jealousy thing has gone on for a long time? Anyway, me personally, when you become my friend and I see you jealous, I see those traces, I'll run away from you.
So why are you asking me this question?
No, but that is me. But I've had a lot of friends who tell me it's a healthy thing. and I am trying to battle that.
Okay.
They say it is healthy.
It's not. It's not.
Apostle, so are you saying you are in love? You allow somebody come and carry all your sweat and things away?
How?
This is a lady or a guy you've like,
Maybe I am in love and she is not in love. You see, we need to get that. Maybe she is not in love. That is why she would go. If she is truly in love, where is she going? Tell me, where is she going? If I'm truly in love with her, where am I going?
I've had another person calling me during the week that he like does that in his relationship to get the attention of the lady, and it has helped him all this while.
Well, that is unfortunate. It tells you that there is a defect in the relationship. Because if you have to act jealous for you to have the attention of your spouse, it tells you where the attention or the focus of your spouse is. You should know these things. They are very basic. Yes, they are. Because when you love something, you give it attention. Oh, yes, of course. I'm telling you, see, no matter how busy you are, one could be very busy because what he or she does is so involving and it takes his or her time. You cannot tell me because you are so much busy, you don't take your bath.
Oh, no.
You cannot tell me because of that you don't attend to nature's call. You don't tell me because of that you don't really brush your teeth. You have time for stuffs. So you would definitely create the time to show care and concern, that affection for your partner whom you love, you hold dear. You make the time. See, we shouldn't get it wrong. Some people feel that because you're in love, you need to call the fellow early morning, you need to call the fellow mid-morning, you need to call the fellow at noon, at somewhere around 3, you need to call and be calling.
But that routine
No, please, it's a waste of time.
So you start with it.
Listen, it's a waste of time.
But when guys are wooing ladies, they do that too.
You see, because women love that. They just love the attention you are giving, and then you are attracted to it. Don't think it will continue. Listen, life is not about calling you every now and then. When you are busy, I am telling you, when you are busy, you don't have time for calls. Because the calling will even be distracting you. Wait.
And he's devoted his 24 hours in doing that.
When he will do that when he has the time.
He creates the time.
He creates the time.
Yeah, so
when you are married to a pilot, or you are dating a pilot, how many times do you expect him to call you in a day?
It will be once.
I mean, let us understand some of these things. You are dating a security personnel and he's detailed at a certain place, at a certain post, and you expect him that all he's doing at his post is to pick call and be calling you every 3 hours to check on you. Why? What is that?
Isn't that
when people have time? When you say that is love, when somebody is not doing that, you say the fellow doesn't have love.
The person is not romantic.
Where is calling love? It is attention. When you say love is understanding. When both parties have an understanding, I'm telling you, sometimes the call could be just once a day, and it is understandable. When you go date people who have time that they are doing nothing, they can call you and even embarrass you with their calls, disturb you with their calls. It is okay, but don't let it look like true love. Genuine love is about calling every morning, afternoon, evening. Then when it gets to a point, sometimes the calling is boring. There's nothing to talk about. There's absolutely nothing
but the person, the individual just wants to hear your voice.
Okay, fine. So play the voice in your head.
How?
Oh yes, if you want to hear my voice, record it.
Oh.
Yes. And just play it and enjoy it because you are playing my voice. If that is what you want to hear. We do these things, and before long, we find ourselves in pain. We are hurt because the calls does not keep coming, and we are not okay with it. Hello? Which one is that? Because he needed your attention, he need to take steps to be able to attract it, to get it. If he has gotten it, why must he continue to be doing that? He's gotten it. You are now his. He is yours. So must the calling just continue like that? Well, I wish you were. If it doesn't happen continuously, don't think he doesn't love you anymore. It might not be that. It might not be that. I'm telling you. It might not be that.
Apostle, we're talking about love and relationship here. At what point can we put a cutoff
Which cutoff?
on the jealousy?
Don't be jealous. Don't be jealous. Which one is cutoff? Just don't be jealous. Period.
Apostle, it's easier said than done.
So
A lot of people have gone mad because
love,
it was jealousy that triggered
love
everything.
is love in the real world. Love is risk.
Apostle, can you elaborate on that?
Love is risk.
Why risk?
Because you're going to love somebody who might not love you. Love is risk. You may love somebody who rather has lust for you. Lust. So love is risk. You might go love someone who just has an interest in you over something the fellow is looking for. So love is risk. I'm telling you. Somebody may fall in love with you, and you don't love the person. But the person can keep bothering you to the extent that you want to give it a try. And in giving it a try, you could see that the fellow is so much in love, then sympathy comes in. You want to show sympathy because the fellow is really good, the fellow is really forcing, giving you gifts. I mean, he is there for you, but you don't love the person. So it becomes sympathy. I'm telling you. When somebody comes in that he or she truly loves, you can imagine what happens. I just read a story, I think yesterday or 2 days ago, where somebody, they were dating, two people were dating, and pregnancy came in. The parents of the gentleman the parent told their son to deny, and they did. The boy had the chance to travel overseas to the US, and the girl was left alone. Somebody came into the picture and helped the girl, showed her love, dated her, did everything. Now 5 years later, the gentleman came back and came to own the son, wants the lady back, and is ready to pick the lady to the US. Here is the lady where the true love is the gentleman who had come back. What happens to this guy who stepped in?
Help me finish my course.
You see, that is why I'm saying, I brought this story to let you know love is risk. Love is risk.
What will you advise?
No, please don't bring this scenario here. We are doing jealousy thing. If you are not ready to pay the price for love, don't go near it. Don't go into it. Stay your somewhere, because love is risk. Love could be risk in the real world. you are just wasting your time being jealous.
But also, we've read in the news, because of jealousy, people are maimed, people are hurt, some are dead, to the extent that a lady can get so jealous that she wouldn't even think twice, taking her guy to a fetish place just to tame the person.
So Akuda, with this one you are saying, and with this one
it's just to keep the thing.
So with this one you're saying, would you promote jealousy?
Oh no, me I personally
jealousy.
don't
Listen. Jealousy self-destruct. You get a point. You would be hurting yourself when you're jealous. That's the truth. Jealousy destroys you and destroys your spouse or the one you're dating. Jealousy destroys the beauty of the relationship. That is true. Jealousy suspects. Jealousy doesn't support. And when suspicion comes into a relationship, I'm telling you, jealousy breeds suspicion. And that is the beginning of the destruction of the relationship. Jealousy brings anger. Jealousy doesn't care. Love cares, but jealousy doesn't. And jealousy could be so fierce that it brings destruction to the fellow you said you loved. Jealousy could disgrace. I'm telling you, jealousy could defame. Jealousy could destroy, and to the extent that Jealousy kills. You would have acted or reacted before you realize what you did as a result of jealousy. I'm telling you, why would one want to promote jealousy? Jealousy can make you sick. And you tell me it is a good thing? I'm telling you, jealousy will see that which is not there. That is jealousy for you. And how can one promote such a thing? How can one support such a thing and say that it is good enough for one to be jealous? I'm sorry. You don't have any business jealousy. You are not God. You didn't create your spouse. You are not the one who created your spouse. So where from the jealousy? In fact, love is risk. If it's not working for you, come out of it. If not, then stay put and be humble. You are dating a guy. He is not an angel. He is susceptible to make mistakes. He is human. So he can fall. He can get it wrong. He has his own weakness. His or her weakness is there. Not only that, he could be tempted. You see, love supports, love cares, love covers a whole multitude of sin. Jealousy doesn't. And jealousy will not allow you. Jealousy will not give you the space to really express yourself. Jealousy tells you you must get it right at all times. Are you God? Don't you have your own faults? Don't you have your weakness? Don't you make mistakes? Sometimes we are tempted and we fall. Some of the challenges are spiritual, not even physical. So where is the place for jealousy? It's a waste of time and it will destroy your relationship if you want to go on that tangent. I would advise, listen, ladies don't have time. As for gentlemen, I don't know. But for you to jealous, you are not even fit and ripe to love.
Apostle, how do we deal with jealousy in a relationship? Just like in an
You need to help the individual. Okay? Help the individual to understand that you don't jealous. That is not it. It wouldn't help you. It will not help you. When you find your spouse, your partner is jealous, you need to sit down, seek counseling. Yeah, you need to seek counseling. And to a very large extent, you need to assure your spouse, the one you're dating, that listen, that is not it. You need to allay your fears. When you see me with people or you see me going this way, it is not because, no, that is not it. So reassure your partner that don't stop thinking negative for me. That is not it. So let the seek counseling, let the reassurances be there, and then you must take into cognizance the interest of your partner. Being in love doesn't mean you just walk anyhow, do things anyhow. Be measured and be careful. Put the interest of your spouse, your partner, at a position where you care, you are concerned, how they feel. You don't act unconcerned when you're in love. You don't do that. I mean, I cannot subscribe to that. You don't do that.
All too soon, our time is up. My little take on jealousy. It maims, it kills. Jealousy has destroyed a lot of homes. I wouldn't ascribe to it. Me, I ran away from it. From today, I think we'll start rewriting our notes. Until again we come your way next week. I am Makuda. Let's get on.